So when I go to sit down here, I want to make sure I have a little arch in my back or I'm sitting on my crotch. There's two ways of looking at this. So I can go down. I happen to be mobile enough to be able to sit on my crotch. I'm going to go sideways so you can see me from a side view. Now I roll forward a little. So I'm trying to get on the front of my pubic bone. I don't necessarily want to be back here on my, what people call my sit bones. You may feel your sit bones, but think of it as the crotch of your pants. It's right along there. There's the front of it and there's the back of it. And I want you to go forward. So if I'm sitting forward on my crotch, then I have the pillows. I bring my butt back and I have a slight arch. And then if you're too tight to stretch your legs out or you need to put them here, that's fine. But my spine can now sit up straight. I can sit up and not have to work at sitting up. And then I extend my legs out. Now, you may say, well, I can't do that. I can't do that. That's too hard. Okay. There's a little trick. You get close to a piece of furniture or a wall, and you sit forward on your crotch, and you can just stick more things behind you to help you be straight. Okay? So I love to cheat. I mean, cheating, that's cheating. I like it. It works. So that's kind of pressing my back into a straight position so I'll be more on my crotch. And the reason so many people are tight in here is because you do not use this part of your body in the way that it was designed. You don't use it as functionally as you can, and it's really a powerful part of your structure to help you bend and move, and I'll show you in a minute. So when you're forward like this, however you get here, then you can put your legs out, pull your toes up, and you should feel probably quite a bit of stretch in here. Now, I can go further out. It doesn't really matter. And a lot of times I'll go out and I'll sit like this and knit, maybe watch some sports. But I sit in it to the degree of discomfort that's not that big of a deal. You know, I mean, I'm feeling a stretch, but I'm not like dying. And then I may bring my legs in and rest and then go back out. So I'm just trying to gain stretch in a way that I'm comfortable, but I'm also know I'm stretching. So that's kind of important. It will cause you to do it more often if it doesn't feel daunting. Like, oh my gosh, I can't do that. It's so hard. Well, it really won't be. If you did this every day for a week, you'd be absolutely amazed how much your body will change just because, well, you just did it every day. And how long you do it, it's really up to you. I don't think you need it more than a few minutes. If you get up to 10 minutes, that's a lot. You may need to take breaks and then bring your legs back out and roll forward. So what is the rolling forward? This is important. So I'm going to bring my shirt up enough for you to see my white little belly that's relaxed. And what I want you to understand is here's my belly button, and below that belly button, that is where I'm hinging. That's in line with my hip joint. I don't flex in my upper body, not in this situation. Now, some people you can have a table in front of you or an ottoman, pull it around and you can lean on it. That's fine too. But the minute you bend correctly, meaning not at the waist, but below the belly button right there, you will begin to strengthen your back because your back is now engaged a little and you have an arch, and now you're learning how to bend. And if you learn how to bend with technical proficiency, which is what I'm teaching you, you will be amazed at your ability to have comfortable hips, better balance, stronger back. You just be all around feeling better. Very powerful part of our body is our hips. Very powerful is the relationship between the spine and the hips and the legs. And what I mean by relationship is if it doesn't coordinate, in other words, if I go out on a tennis court and I'm all slumped over and I try to hit a tennis ball or a pickleball, it's going to be inefficient. So this relationship of my spine upright, my hip mobility, and where I place my legs, all of these things, when they are coordinating well together, like in any sport, I just happen to be the sport of everyday movements. That's where I look at, because that's the foundation to all other movements. The foundation to movement is what you do the minute how you get out of bed, how you walk across the room, how you bend over to wash your face, how do you pick up your dog bowl. All those things are your foundation, whether you like it or not, it is. And then when you go play pickle or tennis or basketball, whatever foundation you have, you take into that sport. And that's where I see injuries. People don't have a lot of good foundational movements. Okay.